It is Wednesday. It's my new live day. This is the second live I've done on a Wednesday, I think. Maybe my third, but I think it's my second. And I am happy to be here for you to answer your questions. So if you're watching this recorded and you have questions, make sure that you get with me next Wednesday morning, whatever your local time is. It's about this time, sometimes on the hour, sometimes on the quarter hour, sometimes on the half hour, but Eastern time, that would be 10, 15, 10:30. Right now it's 10:20-ish. So I'm going to go about a half hour today. All right, so as people jump on, I'll be greeting you by name. I'll be answering your questions. And if I don't have questions, I'll just come up with my own topic. And I have a good one for today, so I'm excited. I'm ready when you are. So here we go. Laura Pennell is on. Good morning, Laura. How are you this morning? Good to see you. Laura's here. Can't really see her, but I see her comment, and I know her because she is a mentee or has been a mentee. Who else? Who else is on here this morning? Just Laura? Mr. B, are you even on?
Not yet.
Why aren't you? I know a lot of people forget that I've changed to Wednesdays. Laura, did you have any questions this morning? We can start. Hey, Candace. Good morning, Mr. B.
It takes 5 minutes for people
Mr.
to
B. Terry. Hi, Terry. Good morning from West Palm Beach. Good morning, Terry. I'm doing great, Laura said. Monday was my 50th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Laura. Happy birthday to you and many more. Hope it was a great day. Hi, Lindsay. How are you doing this morning? Lindsay Reeds. Who else is on here? Slajana is here. Hi, Kat. It's been a while. Yes, it has. Katie is here. Good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Hey, Katie. Who else is here? Yeah, make sure you're in live chat, not top chat. Let me make sure I'm in live chat, not top chat. There we go. Make sure that you protect and guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines when you're on here. And Marty is here. Oh, hi, it's Wednesday already? Yes, it is, Marty. Marty is my sister, and she is also one of my monitors, and she also has her own channel for rheumatoid arthritis. So that's what says Marty RA on there. Mr. B is also a mentor. I mean, not a mentor, a monitor. Are you on yet, sir?
I'm number one.
You're uno uno? There he is, Kat and Mr. B. Happy day, everyone. Who else said something on here? Akita is here. Hi, Akita. Hi, Miss Kat. What a great surprise to see you. I didn't know you went on Wednesdays. Now I do. No longer on Mondays. I changed it to Wednesdays. Because you know why? Mondays has holidays a lot. And so I decided not to mentor people on that day. And it also gives me more of a weekend because I work half day Saturday mentoring women. So it gives me 2.5 days instead of 1.5 days and then an odd day in the middle of the week. I like it better this way. So I have a topic if you don't have one, and you're not going to believe what it is. I don't think you are. It is the holidays. I know.
It's still something.
I know. Actually, officially, today is like 2/3 into the month of, into the season of summer in the United States in this hemisphere. But some people need to start thinking about it. You know, have you set up a savings account for Christmas so that you know you have money to buy Christmas and you don't have to put it on your credit card or suffer in some way or just not, or do without? You know, every year I believe you should set that up about November so that you have the money the 1st of November the next year for your Christmas and birthdays. So my suggestion is that you take every person that you're going to buy for and allot a certain dollar amount for those people, and then multiply it by 2 if you're going to spend the same amount on their birthday, or eliminate them if you're just buying for Christmas or whatever. But figure out how much you're going to spend on presents for the holidays, for their birthdays, and for me it would be Christmas and birthdays. Might be Hanukkah, might be some other holiday that you'd like to buy for. I don't buy for Easter, but that savings account does account for extra food at all the holidays, decorations, wrapping paper, and cards. So if you're going to have to buy those as well, so let's say you have a $50 limit and you're going to buy a present that costs $50. That means you got to buy something that costs less than $50 if you're going to pay tax, or you have to account for the tax, account for the card if you're going to buy one, account for the bag and the tissue or the wrapping paper and the bow, account for the birthday cake if you have to buy one. That needs to be in there, okay? So that when you get to the holiday or to the birthday, it's such a relief because you have the money to take care of the situation. Candace said, I don't always have the energy to do all the vacuuming in the weekly home blessing hour. Would you break it into 2 days or do a group of rooms one week and another group of rooms the next week and alternate each week? Nope. I would do it along with my weekly home blessing hour video. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch it. Vacuuming is 10 minutes. It's 2 minutes a room, 5 rooms. Now, I will tell you, if you are not someone who has normal energy, if you have something wrong, you know, something, or not necessarily wrong, but something that doesn't enable you to put forth that much energy, then I would suggest that you just do your vacuuming on a separate day or delegate it to someone with a little more energy or a better back. Okay? All right. Good question. Hey, Christy Stinson, how are you? So Candace, I hope that helps. Good morning, Micah. Mary Sellers, good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Roll Tide. Very good. I think I've accounted for everyone. Very good, very good. Slaja said, I have a question, Kat. How do I function with COVID? I tested positive today and I can't even bring myself to clean the kitchen. I'm in my pajamas all day and in bed. It's hard to even do my rituals. Absolutely. Depending on the kind of COVID you have. You know, everybody has different kinds. Some COVID is just a little cold. Some COVID is really bad. But whatever your illness is, a stomach virus, whatever it is, a flare of an autoimmune deficiency, those kinds of days, you have to test yourself and say, what can I do? Do I need to stay in bed and rest? Or has the doctor told me to stay in bed and rest? In that case, you can pad to the bathroom, use the bathroom, possibly brush your teeth, wipe your face off, and get back in bed. Maybe change your PJs if you had a sweaty night. Wash up a little bit. And that's all you can do. Somebody has to take care of you. And so that's what I would suggest. As you feel better, you know, say, what can I do? When you get up and you walk into the bathroom, if you say, wow, I don't feel dizzy, I don't feel exhausted from walking into the bathroom, let me brush my teeth, let me wash my face. How do I feel? I feel okay. Let me brush my hair. I feel okay. Let me spray the sink and wipe it out. I feel okay. Let me spray the toilet and go around it with the toilet brush. I'm not feeling so good. Go lay down. But if you feel okay, keep going. What's the next thing in our ritual? We get dressed. So on those days when you're feeling a little better, you might feel better to get dressed or to at least put on clean pajamas. And then go into your bedroom and say, well, can I make the bed or am I going to get back? I'm going to get back in it. Okay, let me just straighten the covers and kind of do it like a turn down service for yourself. And pad into the kitchen. Do I feel well enough to empty the dishwasher? Let me wash my hands real good. Let me empty the dishwasher. I still feel pretty good. Let me make myself a cup of tea. I still feel pretty good. Or I'm starting to fade. You know, you have to see where you're going to fade. You may be able to go all the way to putting a load of laundry in the machine and then putting that load in the dryer. Not washing 5 loads, but maybe that one small load. Maybe you need some underwear, you know, so you wash a load of lights. And then when it's dry, you can sit on the couch and fold it on the coffee table or on the cushion next to you. But don't push yourself. Marty said, Candace, you won't vacuum the whole room with Weekly Home Blessing, just hit the middle. And that's why I'm saying, listen to my video on the Weekly Home Blessing Hour, the whole conglomeration. It was 5 days that I put together, and it'll take you through the whole thing. Hey, Stephanie Jackson in Michigan. So anyway, Slajana, I hope that helps you, and I hope you feel better real soon. Okay, so let's get back to the holidays. So having a holiday fund is great. And I know I talk about it every time this year, and maybe you're new, and so you're saying, oh no, it's too late. Well, It's not too late. You need to make a plan for Christmas. And maybe this Christmas, you're going to have a lighter Christmas. It doesn't mean it's going to be a sad Christmas. Christmas isn't really about the presents, it's about the love, and it's about the celebration, and it's about God. If you're a Christian, it's about Jesus. That's what the holidays are for. And the gifts are a bonus, but they don't have to be huge, extravagant gifts. If you have spoiled your family and now you find yourself in a situation, sit these big kids down and explain to them the situation and say that everybody is going to have a budget this year, and this is my budget, and this is how much I'm going to be able to spend on you. So I want you to be very thoughtful about what you'd like for Christmas and give me some choices to make for you. And here's what I was thinking. I was thinking that I'd get you something to wear, something to read, something to enjoy, and whatever that little, somebody, I know someone on here knows what that plan is, but it's something to read, something to wear, something to play with, something to something. Does anybody remember? But anyway, you just, maybe you're not going to get all those things. Maybe you're going to get them a book and some clothes and something else. We budget for supplies to make gifts at the holidays also. Lots of things at the Dollar Tree, like a book and a coffee mug. Absolutely. So that's for those of you who are in a tight spot. Next year, you won't be in a tight spot because you can really manage logically what suits you. So if you look at your budget for next year, and yes, you should have one, it will say, I have this much for bills and this much for savings. And when you're saying, oh, I barely have enough to pay my bills, look at those things that are not necessities. We think so many things are necessities. Do you really have to have an Audible account? Do you really need to buy a book on Kindle every month? Do you really need to? There are little ways for you to save money all year long. And then if that's all you can come up with, then that is your budget. And you also need an emergency fund if something goes wrong with the car or the house. And you need, if you're going to take a vacation fund. This is how you manage your life, and you have a much happier life this way. But right now we're talking about the holidays. So now I want you to think about if you hate to host the holidays. Can someone else host? Do you have to host? Can you say, I've hosted for the past 15 years. I'm done hosting. I'll be happy to bring something. I'd like someone else to host. Or if you have adult children, give them an opportunity to host. My adult children host. Margaret says, hey, everybody. Thanks, Marty, for reminding me. Glad we didn't miss much. Something is wrong with my notifications. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry about that, Margaret. Micah said, we follow the read, need, want. Is that what it is? Something I need, something to read, something I need, something they want. And then it's clothes. That's what I always thought, even if it's pajamas. Slajana said, thank you so much for your advice. It helps a lot to feel less guilty, and I feel less guilty for not being able to do much. Absolutely. Get well, darling. That's the most important thing. Katie, we try to explain that it's Christ's birthday, not ours. Absolutely. Akita, something you want, something you need, something you wear, and a book to read. That's the little rhyme, Akita. Thank you. Something you want, something you need, something to wear. Wait. Something you need, something you want, something you need, something to wear, and a book to read. Yeah, that's great. And you can do that. And so let's say something to wear is a scarf from Old Navy. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Just 4 things that they want, something that they'd like within your dollar range. Gani is here. Hi, Gani. She says, hi, Kat. Gani is so sweet. She lives in Copenhagen, and I used to mentor her. And every once in a blue moon, she sends me a treat, and she sent me a tea towel from Copenhagen and a Hygge magnet for my refrigerator. I love it. I love it so much. And I hope I said that right, Lonnie. Hygge, which means like comfy, cozy, wintertime fun. Want, wear, want, read, need. There you go, Marty. All right. So what else do you want to talk about regarding the holidays? Because that's what we're talking about today, the holidays. How about what you're going to wear? Now's the time to start looking through your clothes as you're changing over your wardrobe for the fall, and it's the time to start thinking about that. You can think about what you wore last Christmas, what you wore last Thanksgiving, what you wore for casual wear, what you wore if you had to dress up, what shoes will you wear? Do you need to replace something? You don't have to buy new. Just do a different mix of something, okay? You don't have to buy new. Just, press it, make it look nice. Wear your perfume, put your earrings on, put a little lipstick on, and fix your hair. That's going to make a difference in the way you feel. And I don't know about you, but I have like a Thanksgiving t-shirt that I kind of wear around the holiday. And I have a Christmas t-shirt that I wear. I usually wear it Christmas Day because Christmas Eve is our dress-up night. That's when we go to Mass as a family, and then we go out to eat dinner. So no one has to make a big dinner on Christmas, which is nice. And then we go all celebrate the day together. All right. If you need help in your planner, in Kimmy's planner, in the back of your planner is an area for you to plan your, I don't have my newest one out, but it's next season because I have the semester. But it's got Thanksgiving and it's got Christmas in it. And the spring one has Easter in it. So you can think about what food you're going to prepare, how much money you think you're going to spend. There's not a budget planner for the food, but you can think about it when you're planning it out. Or if you say, I can't handle this anymore. Now I have 4 little children and I just can't do a big Thanksgiving for the whole family. We're just going to do a private Thanksgiving with just our little family. Or we're going to go to my sister's house. Her kids are older and I'm going to prepare 3 side dishes and that will cost me X dollars and I can handle that. Okay. Regarding the holidays, Lindsay says, I have so many decorations and I love them and they are sentimental, but many are outdated or I've realized I don't use them all every year. How do I minimize? Seems overwhelming. My favorite way to minimize, and this might not work for everyone, but is when I decorate whatever's left over, I give it a really hard look. And I say, why didn't I use that this year? Well, where we're living now, I don't have room for all of that. So I put my favorite ones on the tree. I've got my favorite thing on the door. I've got my favorite decorations around the home. All the rest of it, I don't want anymore. So I'm going to give it away to Goodwill. Remember, they may be sentimental, but the really special ones are going to go on your tree or on your table or whatever. And the ones that are worn out, you don't use, they're not so sentimental. They're just something you've had for a while. Those can be given away. Someone else might adore that. I know we had an angel that went on the top of our tree for many years, and she expired. She's gone. I don't think, did we put her on our tree last year, babe? I don't think we did. I don't think we did. But I might have revived her. I can't remember. She might expire this year.
She was too big.
She was too big. Okay. Because we're now in a 1-bedroom apartment. I got a 6-foot tree. It's just super skinny, which I love. So, if you have something that's tattered or worn or whatever, now I have something that's very, very sentimental and it's made of felt and it's the 12 Days of Christmas. And my mother purchased it from the women's club that she was the president of when they had a craft show. And it's felt decorations all over it. And I have it and I hang it in my house. And my girls insisted that I keep it because they love it too. So when they come over, it's like, oh, it looks like grandma's house. They love it. And so they'll inherit that. One of them will have to figure out who. Maybe they'll switch it off. But for now, she's still living and I still get a little glue every now and then and glue a little bit of felt back on. But things don't have souls. Just remember that. Things don't have souls. You're not throwing away or giving away something that's going to pine for you, okay? And nor should you pine for it. It's just a material thing that will, over time, decay, okay? All right. Lindsay said, yes, that sounds like a good idea. The decoration bins take up so much space in my garage, I need to minimize. Yeah, I'm down to just under my bed. I've got like a half-size bin that has my decorations in it. My tree is in the box under my bed because I have limited space. Under the bar in the kitchen, under the island, there's a little cabinet, and in there I keep my wreaths, a fall wreath and a winter wreath. And In my bedroom closet, I keep I have a little ceramic Christmas tree with colored lights on it that goes on my entry table. And I have a little Lenox white bare tree with the little, not a bare tree, a tree with no leaves that I hang little decorations on for Christmas and for Easter. So I had to find places to keep those, but that's it. I don't, I, oh no, I have one more thing. My tree skirt is in one of my dresser drawers. I had to find places for it to go, but I know where it is if I need it. So think about that. Don't get so inspired by all the Pinterest pictures and all the people that are influencers. And don't get so inspired to say, I want my house to look just like hers. I want to decorate for Halloween inside out, backwards and forwards. And maybe you do, and maybe you have those, and maybe that suits your lifestyle. But if you haven't ever started, don't go full blast. Do a few things and see if that suits you and if there's a place to keep those things. Okay? Okay. Questions, comments, or concerns about the holidays or anything else? Because we are ticking away. I'm going to go in about 9 minutes. No questions? Okay. All right. So our theme on Patreon this month is to shine. And if you're not a patron, I suggest that you go over to patreon.com, look for me, and sign up for $5 a month for a video. You get a video 5 days a week that tells you what our theme of the month is, what our theme of the year is, what we're doing today in our zone, what our basic weekly plan item is, and I think that's it, those 4 things. So if you're payroll, I also discuss that you won't be doing some of these things during the week, but on the weekend, and we talk about that. These little videos are like 5 minutes long, so it's not going to take up your morning. It's just enough while you're brushing your teeth. You can look at it and prop your phone up and watch it and listen, or listen while you're making breakfast or whatever. And we go over different things all the time, but basically you'll know what zone we're in and what the basic weekly plan item is for the day. And it doesn't mean that yours has to be that way. In your planner, you can plan out however you like, but it's going to be a little something to give you a boost of encouragement, whether you're doing that particular thing or not that day. Okay. All right. I got a couple of questions. Let's see what I've got. Thanks for hitting the like button if you are enjoying this live stream. Thank you, Mr. B. Mr. B put my mentoring channel out. That's the patreon.com, A Better Life with Kat, where you can sign up for $5 a month. If you want to be mentored, send me a private note from that website, from Patreon if you're there, and give me your phone number. I will call you and we will talk about what spots I have available and if those are good for you. And I will talk about the price. I will talk about all those things. I'm not going to force you to do anything you don't want to do. But I do have to tell you, I may not have that spot available anymore. It may be sold. So, but I can wait list you, and I absolutely do that. Okay, but I do have some spaces right now. Some 4 times a month and some 2 times a month. You may notice a 1 time a month on there, but that is not for a new person. That is for a mentee who has graduated who just wants a little brush up. Okay? It's not appropriate for a person just coming in because you won't get enough mentoring. Marty said, over decorating. I was in Michael's and a woman bought hundreds of dollars of decorations, saying to the cashier, I have so much already, but couldn't resist. Poor thing. I feel bad for her and her family. Unless she has a huge mansion, I just can't imagine how uncomfortable that could be and how bad she's going to feel when she realizes what she's done over time. She might not realize it immediately. Hi, Stephanie Jackson. I like your idea of looking through the items you don't decorate with. I need to write that in my plans. Good idea. Take your planner out and write it in. Micah, we do 3 gifts per family member in our home because my mama always said, baby Jesus got 3 gifts. It was his birthday. Why do you deserve more than him? Excellent idea. I love that. Joan Geiger, I love my videos from you each morning on Patreon. That boost of encouragement keeps me focused. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Joan. And thank you, Joan, for your comments. I love to get comments on my Patreon videos and my YouTube videos. I love to know how it's helping you. It makes a big difference to me because this is what I do for you. And my love language is words of encouragement. So when you tell me if it helped you or if you have a question, put that in there. On Patreon especially, I love to see those. Okay? Um, South Florida Saint, this is Terry. I'm trying to remember. I think it is. I do weekly home blessing and daily routines, but I'm not getting to the zone cleaning. I need some of that deep cleaning. Well, we talk about it on the daily videos, what zone we're in. And it's a 15-minute job, 4 days a week, or 1 hour on the weekend if you're a payroll homemaker, or 2 30-minute days if you're a payroll homemaker. I prefer you get it done Saturday morning and get it over with. But it will make you feel so much better. And deep cleaning, Terry, is so much easier than cleaning around clutter. If your clutter is gone, deep cleaning is a breeze. And you're still only going to do 15 minutes, 4 15-minute units. So it's not going to be a big deal. You can do it. You can do this. All right, where were we? In the book, when doing weekly blessing, do you also clean in rooms of the zone or do you skip it during weekly blessing? All my decluttering is done. Linda, I do it even in the zone. Depending on what it is, I will say that. So let's say that you were going to dust and you're dusting in your zone room. You're doing 2 minutes of dusting in that room. But maybe your deep clean in that room was going to be, you were going to clean the baseboards and the windows and the windowsill and the ceiling fan. So I would do that. You're going to have to use your brain and say, okay, why would I vacuum in here for 2 minutes if I'm getting ready to go in here, or I have just vacuumed for 15 minutes? Okay, and if you have that much vacuuming to do. So yeah, but I do some of it. I'll say it that way. Okay? Thank you for your question, Linda. Janet Carnes, good morning. Good morning, Janet. Micah said, South Florida Saint, are you like I used to be and trying to do more than 15 minutes? See, that's what I was thinking. Stephanie said, I have trouble getting out of the bed in the morning. This is a great, great comment. I'm tired and slow moving. Any tips on getting out of bed and doing the things quickly? School starts soon and I'm worried. I have 2 kids, 10 and 12. Stephanie, here's how you get out of the bed. You roll over, you hear your alarm, which is always difficult to wake up to an alarm, but if you have to get up earlier than normal, you have to have an alarm. But you don't, unless you absolutely are unaware of it, you don't want it to snooze. If you're not unaware of it, if you've gone to bed on time and you've had enough sleep and you hear it, you roll over and you say, all I have to do is sit up and put my feet on the floor. So you sit up, push yourself up and put your feet on the floor. And then you can take a couple of breaths and you can do a couple of stretches and then say, okay, all I have to do is stand up. I'm going to stand up at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And you stand up. And now you say, I really need to go to the bathroom. Let me walk into the bathroom. And now you've started your morning routine. Because when you're in the bathroom, stay there. Do everything you need to do in your morning routine there. Then go out. If you need to make your bed, if there's no one in it, make your bed. Go into the kitchen, start your kitchen processes, and then get your kids up. And you're going to feel so much better because you'll have your makeup on, your hair will be done, you'll have your clothes on, your jewelry if you're going to wear it, a little perfume if you're going to wear it, your toilet and your sinks are all looking swished and swiped. You've emptied the dishwasher and you're ready to serve breakfast to your children, and you can encourage them to get up and do their morning routine the same way, make their bed, come into the kitchen, have breakfast, put their dishes in the dishwasher, and then we're out the door for school. Okay? All right. That's how I tell you to get out of bed. Thank you, Linda. And the book said, Micah, yes, I do way more than 15 minutes. Then I won't do it for a while. Yep. Stop doing that, Terry. Stop that. That's not the dripping of water that wears away stone. We've got this stone we need to wear away. And if we hit it and then rest, nothing's going to happen. It has to be that consistent, soft, 15-minute drip 4 times a week. That's what's going to wear away stone. That's what's going to help. So stop doing that crazy stuff. That is not what I'm asking you to do, and that is not this program. I want Rachel to come over because I finally decided to go through my organized sentimental clutter. If she doesn't want it, it's going in the trash. Good for you, Margaret. Good for you. Micah, I've got 5 minutes, Mr. B just told me. I've actually got 30 seconds, but I'll go 5 more minutes. Micah said, I had to set a timer for 13 minutes, and when it went off, I knew I needed to wrap up and it took a few times, and then I just saw how much I could do in 15 minutes, and that became my task. Very good. Also, you know, sometimes if you can't see a difference, take a picture of where you're working. Like if you're decluttering, I don't want you running all over the room. You have to sit still and work in that space. So take a picture of that space before you start and when 15 minutes is up. And then when 15 minutes is up, you still have to complete the process by throwing away the trash, putting away the things that don't belong in this area that you're in, even if it's in the next dresser, and putting the giveaway in the back of the car so you can take it on your errand day. Okay. 70 said, thanks, I'm trying to work on it before school starts, so I'm ready. Good girl, good plan. Mr. B says, don't wake up ill. That's right. Mr. B says, don't wake up ill, but ill for Mr. B, who is from Northwest Alabama, Northwest Alabama, ill means in a bad mood. And when I first married him, his mother said, oh, he's so ill in the morning. And I said, he is? And he said, that means in a bad mood. And I thought, but he's not ill in the morning. See, he changed, but she didn't know. Slajana said, I can relate to Stephanie. I also have trouble getting out of bed in the morning, but that's my fault for going to bed very late. Hello. Excellent point. So you know why. Be an intelligent, thinking woman and change something. Go to bed earlier, okay? Micah people, so instead of all the walls, I might only do 2 on Monday and 2 the next day and 2 days of cabinets. Now my walls and cabinets were done and I felt great. Absolutely. All right, guys, I think that's it. I think that's my time. I'm going to wrap up. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope that if you're not a patron, you come over. I hope that if you know in your deepest heart you need to be mentored, you also come over. And I hope you always remember to be beautiful because you are beautiful. Bye.